Laos is one of those countries that quietly surprises you the moment you step in. A place where life moves at a slower rhythm, and where simplicity itself feels like a luxury. Real life in Laos is not about towering skyscrapers or flashy technology. It is about balance, affordability, and a deep connection between people, nature, and tradition. Often described as the world's cheapest country, Laos offers mind-blowing realities that challenge modern ideas of happiness and success, making it a fascinating destination for travelers who want more than just sightseeing. Daily life in Laos begins early in the morning, especially in smaller towns and villages. As the sun rises, streets come alive with the sound of scooters, local markets opening, and monks walking barefoot to collect alms. This daily ritual is not a tourist show. It is a living tradition that reflects how deeply Buddhism is woven into everyday life. People stop what they are doing, offer food with respect, and continue their day with a calm mindset that feels rare in today's fast-paced world. One of the most shocking aspects of Laos is the cost of living. Food is incredibly cheap, yet fresh and flavorful. A full local meal, including sticky rice, vegetables, soup, and grilled meat or fish, can cost just a few dollars, or even less. If you eat where locals eat, street food stalls serve generous portions, and ingredients are usually sourced from nearby farms or rivers. This affordability does not come from low quality, but from simple supply chains and a culture that values sharing and community over profit. Housing in Laos also reflects this simplicity. Many people live in modest homes made from wood or concrete, often surrounded by greenery. Even in cities like Vientiane or Luang Prabang, rent is surprisingly affordable compared to most countries. Travelers can find guest houses and hostels for extremely low prices, while still enjoying clean rooms, friendly hosts, and peaceful environments. This makes Laos a dream destination for backpackers, digital nomads, and long-term travelers looking to stretch their budget. Transportation in Laos is basic but functional. Motorbikes are the main mode of transport, and they are cheap to rent and fuel. Tuk-tuks and shared minibuses connect towns and tourist spots, offering a raw and authentic travel experience. Roads in rural areas can be rough, but that is part of the adventure. Traveling through Laos is not about speed. It is about the journey. Watching landscapes change from mountains to rivers to rice fields, the design of Laos cities and villages feels organic rather than planned. There are no massive billboards or aggressive advertising everywhere. Buildings are lorries, and nature is always nearby. The Mekong River flows like a lifeline through the country, shaping both geography and culture. Cafes, homes, and temples often face the river, creating spaces where people gather, relax, and reflect. This natural design contributes to a sense of calm that visitors immediately notice. Temples in Laos are not just architectural landmarks. They are active centers of community life. Their golden roofs, detailed carvings, and peaceful courtyards show a design philosophy focused on harmony rather than grandeur. Unlike crowded tourist temples in other countries, many Lao temples remain quiet and personal. You can sit inside, listen to the breeze, and truly feel present. This spiritual design element adds a unique emotional layer to everyday life in Laos. Another mind-blowing fact about Laos is how little people rely on technology. While smartphones and internet exist, especially in cities, life does not revolve around screens. People talk face-to-face. Children play outside, and evenings are often spent with family or friends rather than scrolling endlessly. This slower digital performance may feel strange at first, but many travelers quickly realize how refreshing it is to disconnect and live more intentionally. The economy of Laos is simple but resilient. Agriculture plays a major role, with rice being the main staple. Many families grow their own food, reducing dependence on markets and money. Fishing, small-scale farming, and handicrafts support local livelihoods. This self-sufficient lifestyle keeps living costs low and strengthens community bonds. It also explains why Laos feels less stressed compared to more industrialized nations. Healthcare and education in Laos are basic, but improving. Public hospitals may not offer advanced technology, but treatment is affordable and doctors are often dedicated. Traditional medicine, using herbs and natural remedies, is still widely trusted. Schools focus on fundamental education, and while resources are limited, there is a strong respect for teachers and learning. These systems may not be high-tech, but they function in harmony with the country's pace of life. Laos also stands out for its safety. Crime rates are low, and violent crime is rare. Travelers often feel comfortable walking around, even at night in smaller towns. This sense of security comes from strong social values, where reputation and respect matter deeply. Communities look out for one another, and strangers are often treated with warmth and curiosity rather than suspicion. One unique selling point of Laos as a travel destination is its untouched nature. Unlike heavily commercialized countries, Laos still feels raw and authentic. Waterfalls hidden in jungles, caves carved by time, and mountains covered in mist are common sights. Many of these places are accessible without crowds or expensive entrance fees. Nature in Laos is not packaged for tourists. It simply exists, waiting to be explored. Food culture in Laos deserves special attention. Sticky rice is more than just food. It is a way of life. People eat with their hands, sharing meals from common plates. Dishes are flavored with fresh herbs, fermented fish sauce, and local spices, creating bold yet natural tastes. Eating in Laos is a social experience, slow and meaningful, rather than rushed or isolated. The performance of daily services in Laos may seem slow by international standards, but this slowness is intentional. Shops open when they open, buses leave when they are ready, and paperwork takes time. Instead of causing frustration, this relaxed system teaches patience. Many visitors realize that efficiency is not always about speed, but about reducing stress and enjoying the moment. Cultural festivals in Laos reveal another layer of real life. Events like Lao New Year fill the streets with water fights, music, and laughter. These celebrations are not commercial shows. They are community experiences where everyone participates. Traditional clothing, dance, and rituals highlight a strong sense of identity that has survived despite modernization. The influence of history is visible everywhere. From French colonial architecture to remnants of ancient kingdoms, Laos carries its past quietly. Old buildings are reused rather than replaced, blending old and new design elements. Cafes inside colonial houses, temples beside modern shops, and dirt roads next to paved streets create a visual contrast that feels honest and unfiltered. Another mind-blowing reality is how little people in Laos chase material wealth. Success is not measured by expensive cars or luxury brands, but by family happiness, health, and peace of mind. This mindset shapes consumer behavior, keeping prices low and reducing social pressure. For travelers, this offers a powerful lesson about redefining priorities. Tourism in Laos is growing, but it is still respectful. Ecotourism projects focus on sustainability, supporting local communities instead of exploiting them. Homestays allow travelers to experience real life, eating local food, working in fields, and learning traditions. This approach creates meaningful connections rather than shallow travel experiences. The nightlife in Laos is quiet compared to other destinations. Even in tourist areas, bars close early and loud parties are rare. Instead, evenings are calm, often spent by the river, watching the sunset or chatting over a simple drink. This slower nightlife reflects the country's overall philosophy of moderation and balance. Laos may lack the high-speed trains, luxury malls, or advanced infrastructure found elsewhere, but that is exactly what makes it special. Its design, performance, and lifestyle are optimized for peace rather than productivity. For many travelers, this is mind-blowing, realizing that a country can function well without constant pressure to grow faster or bigger. Real life in Laos teaches that cheap does not mean poor, and simple does not mean lacking. It shows how community, nature, and tradition can create a rich life without excessive cost. The world's cheapest country turns out to be one of the richest in experience, offering lessons that stay with you long after you leave.